Hi there and welcome to Blessing Knowledge Channel. Do the countries become any better after revolutions? Do they transform to worse than they were in the first place? This is a tough novel by George Orwell, wherein he warned societies of the horrific truth beneath television and election mockeries. This novel is very symbolic, and I am sure that it's going to expand your mind. Before we start, as the channel is in the process of growing, your constructive feedback is extremely helpful. So please consider commenting, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a subscription because what's coming is better. Let's get started. The story begins on a farm that belongs to Mr. Jones. The animals work and get food only enough to keep them from hunger. The farm contained many animals, and the pigs were known to be the smartest ones. The event that ignited the excitement in the story is when John mistreats his animals, and it makes the animals upset. The old major gave a speech targeting all the animals. He hoped to live in a world where they are uncontrolled by anyone and equality is their law. He stated, "All men are enemies. All animals are comrades." In this novel, George Orwell brutally criticizes Marxism and predicts the inferiority that it presents. The animals are now fascinated with the imagination of not being controlled and able to live independently. First, there was fear and hesitation when the idea of taking action was suggested. One of the animals stated, "Who is going to feed us?" There was a fear of the future that could not be predicted after such an act. After several discussions, the plan was put into action, and the rebellion happened. Humans, which were called the enemy, were defeated and kicked out of the farm. What served in the winning wasn't thorough planning, but unity. Orwell emphasized that every single animal has participated in one way or another. Then the term animalism was created and the 7 commandments were written. Whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy. Whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend. No animal shall wear clothes. No animal shall sleep in a bed. No animal shall drink alcohol. No animal shall kill any other animal. All animals are equal. These rules seem to be effective. However, the novel shows how easily they can be altered maliciously. They were created to ensure equality and order, but after, the animals are going to realize how they became a tool to control them. 2 pigs shine during these events through their creative ideas and profound decisions. The conflict becomes noticeable between the 2 of them. Snowball suggested building a windmill to produce electricity and use it in the winter. Napoleon suggested focusing on reaping enough food. They were convincing to the extent that if you listen to any of them, you're going to be convinced. Snowball started teaching the animals how to read. Some were able to learn quickly, especially the pigs. Meanwhile, others couldn't memorize more than 3 letters of the alphabet. Napoleon didn't seem interested in that and expressed that he was more interested in educating kids. He has taken the children of a dog and claimed that he would educate them. These dogs are the first presentation of decisions made through power. Snowball disappears mysteriously, and the ruler becomes Napoleon. The dogs became stronger and used as intimidation. The graduation of the events of this novel are meticulously precise, and the purpose keeps changing. They started as a unity and fought the enemy together. Now they are threatened to be eliminated by the dogs if something doesn't satisfy their ruler, Napoleon. After the disappearance of Snowball, Napoleon convinced the animals that he was a spy, so they had to deny what they had seen. Besides, he declared that the windmill was firstly his idea. The windmill functioned in the novel as a tool of manipulation to keep the animals loyal and always in need of Napoleon. It succeeded in keeping the animals distracted, while pigs were pursuing more power. The commandments started to alter one after the other to suit the pigs, and very few could recognize the change, though they were easily convinced when told that no change had ever happened. From this point where the system shifted to become a dictatorship, giving the pigs privileges and forcing other animals to obey and twirl. The symbol of hard work and obedience was Boxer, who had spent his last hours working. He represents the loyal working class and used to say, "I will work hard. Napoleon is always right." Boxer was betrayed and sent to be slaughtered, as the animals were able to see distinctively. Nevertheless, persuading the opposite wasn't so difficult. It's an example of how the working class is oppressed and forced to serve the privileges of their governors. If they aren't able to recognize the mockery, it keeps going, else they will be introduced to obedience through force. Napoleon resorted to intimidation methods by killing animals after confessing crimes that they never heard of. It was another violation of the commandment of, "No animal shall kill any other animal." However, the commandments kept changing, and this was altered too. No animal shall kill any other animal for no reason. Contact with humans was forbidden until Napoleon decided to make profitable relations and exchanges. The animals weren't allowed to talk to humans, but relied on Napoleon to take that mission. This whole dealing was a contradiction because the first purpose was to dismiss humans and prohibit their presence inside the farm. The last development and the paradox is that the last commandment was violated as well. Whatever goes upon four legs or has wings is a friend. It became four legs good, two legs better. The last scene, which was the most profound one, is when the animals look at the meeting between the pigs and humans. They can't distinguish pigs from humans. As one of the farmers said to Napoleon, "You have your low animal workers, and we have low-class workers." In the final chapters of Animal Farm, when the animals can no longer distinguish the pigs from the humans, someone asks if life is now better than it was under Mr. Jones, as the whole generation has changed and most animals are dead. Benjamin, observing everything across time, responds with deep despair. Nothing ever changed. Nothing will change. Benjamin is a character who observes everything but sees no meaning in resisting. Now that Boxer and most of the other animals have been killed, the rest are not able to distinguish truth from lies. This character resembles Winston from Orwell's novel 1984, who could see the manipulations and the manner it works, but was aware of how difficult the resistance will be. You can watch that video. It's already on my channel. If you enjoyed that video, you might enjoy the coming content. So make sure to subscribe and leave a comment of what do you want the next video to be about.